up, everyone? It's Gage here. Welcome to you, Buck Dat. And today we're discussing, will Mike Evans be back long term with the Buccaneers? Now, right now he's on a 1-year contract, but we're hearing a lot of reports that Mike Evans' agents Mike Evans, my guy, wants to get fucking paid. You know, he's took a lot of reconstructions over the years. He's been a team player and has been a big contributor to his this whole team for the past decade. So we're looking for a payday, and I don't think anyone's really against the idea of Mike Evans getting resigned. As you guys, with all of us, really, we want Mike Evans signed. Mike Evans has been the face of franchise since he was drafted in 2014. Now I'm not gonna get too into statistics wise. Besides one, he's had 1,000 yards every year. Every fucking year. And he's been a contributor every fucking year. And he's been a team player. He's been a leader. And let me tell you something, guys. You know, and there's a lot of scenarios. I'm going to get into that in a little bit. But Mike Evans is irreplaceable. And this isn't Jason Light. This isn't Jason Light's choice. Because if this is on his shoulders, he would have got it done by now. Jason, and as Mike Evans' agent spoke, Jason Light and the assistant GM has been very respectful, has communicated with them, but you know there's not too much they can do right now. Jason Light has done his part the best he can. It's up to the owners, and I'm on 50-50 on this because Glazers have not made the best decisions, including some additional teams, as you guys know, with soccer. But you know, let's talk about the past. John Lynch didn't get re-signed, and the guy, he was at the end of his career. He would have took a short-term deal. I'm not sure about all the details, but as far as I've seen, from the research I've seen, John Lynch could have retired a Buccaneer. Same with Sapp, who finished his career with the Raiders the past 3 years. So, like, what the hell? Like, the Glazers have not made the best decisions. The only one they did all right with was Rondé Barber, keeping him for a long time, luckily. He ended his career with the Buck. But that was the only one they have. You know, they made good decisions in the past, but as far as aging players and players that still have a little juice in the tank and they want to finish their career as a Buccaneer, Glazers have not fulfilled that wish in the past. The only exception being Rondé Barber. Mike Evans deserves to end his career as a Buck, and I would say give him top dollar. You know what I mean? Like, they'll probably have to kind of meet in the middle a little bit, but give Mike Evans around $20 million per year. He's earned that shit. And if you can't have Chris Godwin and Mike Evans, I'm telling you guys right now, I'm giving rid of Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin, excellent player, but he's replaceable. Mike Evans isn't. Mike Evans he's a leader and has been. He's been a light in the Buccaneers' darkness before Tom Brady. Because Tom Brady, we were fucking shitty. Like, we were not good. We're like pretty. We're pretty close to the Browns. Browns will always be worse in that time frame, at least. But yeah, it was pretty rough. You know what I mean? It's like you know, it was a good season if we could win 6 games. So that tells you a lot. And Mike has been he's been a great player in person on and off the field. He is a contributor. He is an important piece on that offense. He's one of the bright spots on the Buccaneers. Now, we have a lot of great players, but Mike is one of the special players that you get once in a generation. You know, he's kind of like a Larry Fitzgerald. He's a very rare player to get. And this guy, it's not like he's slowing down. There's no reason not to sign Mike Evans. And Mike Evans wants to feel wanted. You know what I mean? That Buccaneers haven't even offered a contract yet, which I was surprised. You know, I was actually talking to my co-host about this, Ken, and I was shocked. I was like, what? You know, because I've been, as you guys know, I'm going on a retreat in a couple months, for a few months, and I've been kind of out of the loop a little bit. I've been kind of in a slump. You know, I was struggling for a lot of things. I had winter in my life, so I haven't really done a lot of research, but from what I've seen the past 2 years being a Buccaneers fan, I know one thing: Mike needs to stay. Mike Evans has earned that right. And the Glazers, if this is one way they can make up all those mistakes they made, is sign Mike Evans to a long-term deal, 3 years. Give him he said he doesn't want a 6-year deal. He's like, man, I'm going to retire in 3 to 4 years. I just want to end a Buccaneer. Give him that, man. Give him that respect. Any Glazers, do the right thing. Give him that respect. And guys, there's a possibility this deal will not get done this week. It might have to wait until after the season. But that might be good because we actually have more cap next season. But the one thing that concerns me, they didn't make an offer yet. You know, even if it wasn't, not the best deal, you know, at least make a fucking offer. At least show you fucking want them. Yeah, I mean, Mike Evans probably like, these guys don't really want me, even after all the shit I did for them, and I could structure my contract every fucking year. Even after Super Bowl, I told him I'm ready to reconstructure. He's been that guy, the fucking reconstructure his contract and be that team leader and that team player. Mike Evans is a special player, so Bucks make the right decision. And there is possibilities, you know, they could trade Godwin, or they can wait until after the season and sign Mike Evans. So there's endless possibilities. We'll at least have Mike this year, but is this Mike's last year? We'll see, guys. We'll see. I hope not. Hopefully the Glazers make the right decision, but let me guys know your thoughts. What do you think is the best deal for Mike Evans? What would you guys, if you're the GM, what would you guys do with the Mike Evans situation? You know, realistically, like, because I know we can get a little crazy as fans, but if you're in their shoes, what would you do realistically for Mike? Because right now they're probably a little irritated right now with the offer. So it's a thin ice right now with the Mike Evans situation. But let me guys know your thoughts. And also, it's been a rough month. It's been a rough month for me. And I'm going to miss making podcasts for a couple months when that time comes. So that's why I really want to get as much content as I can within the next 2 months for you guys. And I apologize. I apologize because I let you guys down. I haven't been consistent. I've been off, even though I said I would be. So my apologies, guys. You guys, and I want to thank you guys. This community, everything, I've been kind of on it. I couldn't make a decision. I was having a hard time because I didn't want to leave because I was worried about the podcast. Maybe you guys moving on, or, you know, maybe, you know, just a lot of possibilities, faults. But guys, if you don't make sacrifices, because, you know, and there it is, I'm gonna miss the Bucs season. I'm only gonna watch like the first half of the season, but you gotta do what's best for you guys. If I can give you any advice, it's follow your heart. Do what you feel is right. Don't think about it. Don't listen to here. Listen to here. Your heart. But anyway, guys, I'm not going to get too deep. I have a video if you guys really want to know more about that. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and hope you buck that.